morning guys, I hope you're doing well. If you're new, hi, my name's Evie and welcome to my channel. I like to make gardening and lifestyle videos here from my home in Leicestershire. It is kind of sunny. The sun was out a second ago, I swear to God. It's just gone. It is supposed to be quite windy today, but it's not supposed to rain. So we are getting out in the garden and we are getting some stuff done. I also kind of want to have a screen-free, phone-free day-to-day. There you go, the sun's back. I knew it was there. It's come back out, thank God. Yeah, I kind of want to have a phone-free day-to-day because my watch time or my screen time on my phone has been absolutely awful recently, and yeah, I'm just going on it way too much. I have a really nice morning routine, which is basically I will watch a YouTube in bed with my cup of tea. Pergola always brings me a cup of tea in bed and I love it, and I want to keep that going, but I just want to be on my phone less during the day because I'm just going on it to check something and I end up scrolling, and I don't want to get in that habit. So I'm going to set up some basically I'm treating myself like a child, and I'm setting up that I can only be on social media for like an hour a day, which is still plenty of time. That's a long time, and after that my phone will not let me on it anymore, and I'm going to start reading more instead. I keep saying this, instead of scrolling my phone, I'm reading. So I thought today we could do some gardening, we could have a screen-free day, and we could do some reading. One of the gardening jobs I want to do today is to plant out this rhubarb. I don't know how well you can see this, but I brought this a couple of weeks ago, probably like a week and a half ago, not that long ago, and it is escaping the bag. I've literally had to rip a hole in the front so it can get out. Yeah, this wants to go outside. I like the idea of this and my asparagus having their own little designated bed. I don't have any wood or anything to use at the moment. I'm sure we do have some wood, but I like the idea of making a bed out of branches. So we have a bunch of bamboo that we have our own bamboo, and when we were moving it, a bunch of the dry bits came off and we've kept them, so I'm going to be using that. We trimmed the wisteria, so we have a bunch of wisteria vine, and I think we have some willow sticks as well. So basically I'm going to use all of that and I'm going to make a circular branch veg bed. I'm sure there's a better name for it than that, but that is what we're going to do. I'm going to try and do two, one for my rhubarb, and then I might as well do one for my asparagus. It's not quite ready yet, but I think it will be in a few weeks. But yes, that's our gardening jobs for today. Another job I'd like us to do today is to sow my cosmos seeds. I am going to be doing a what I'm planting in March video soon. I know that we are already halfway through March, so I'm a little bit late on this, but basically I was going to wait until spring. I think it is officially spring on the 20th of March, and that means that it will hopefully be a tad warmer, so I thought I might as well just put it off for a few weeks and then do that video then, and hopefully we can have some stuff actually outside in the greenhouse and I won't have to worry about it getting so cold. But yeah, let's head out to the veg plot area. So if you've seen any of my videos before, you will know that when we first moved in here, this whole veg plot area was blank. There was nothing here, and we've been slowly but surely adding stuff and making our own. We added a veg plot area, we added a greenhouse, we added a seating area, we added a pond. We've added a lot to it, but there's still a lot of just grass and blank space that I slowly want to fill. I kind of like the idea of it being a little bit more of a wild area and just having little wildflowers growing, and then obviously the beds where the veg is be a lot neater. But yes, let's find a good place for us to put the asparagus and the rhubarb. So our whole garden is a big work in progress, but this area is definitely the biggest project. When we first moved in, like I said, there was nothing here, so we added this pond, we added this pallet compost area, we added this pathway, and we've been slowly filling it up. But as you can see, there is still a lot of space to fill, and yes, some mess to sort out. So I've got the seating area here. Another area that I'd like to do is another circle bed here, which has got our pear tree in the middle. This half filled area is going to be my new flower bed. And then of course we have the greenhouse. And we have the veg plot area, which is looking a little sad at the moment, but hopefully we'll be looking very happy in a few weeks' time. So I'm thinking that perhaps an area here and then an area here could be good for the new veg to go. I hope you guys can hear me alright. It's quite windy today, but in terms of supplies, this is what we have. A bunch of bamboo from when we moved the bamboo. This is all kind of dry bits that kind of fell off, so I'm thinking these would make good stakes to go in a circle. And then we have all of these branches. We do also have some wisteria vines, a lot of wisteria vines as well, which I'm thinking that we could wind around the bamboo to make like a border, like a little raised bed area. I'm going to put a coat on because I'm actually very cold, but then let's get digging. Okay, what do we think of this so far? I'm going to try and push the bamboo in a little bit more, and then I'm going to start weaving stuff around. Yeah, I'm not really been able to talk too much because the neighbours are cutting their grass, and I think they're going to be getting a bit louder again in a minute, but considering I have no idea what I'm doing, good start I think. I also have dug another hole over here, so I think this is going to be for maybe my asparagus, maybe rhubarb, I don't know. I don't think it really makes a difference which one is which. This area probably gets more sun, so whichever plant likes more sun I will put in this area, and whichever one doesn't mind a tiny bit of shade can go over here. And then I began weaving. For some reason I had in my head that this would be a super easy, mindful, peaceful task to do, when in actual fact this was actually not very fun at all and kind of stressful. It was very tedious. Looking back now, I can see where I was going wrong. I was using sticks that were probably a little bit too thick, which meant that they were snapping when I should have just been using the smaller, more flexible ones. There were so many points when I was doing this that I thought, oh my god, I'm just going to stop and give up. But because I was filming and I wanted to have a video of me doing it, I kept going. And to be fair, I am really glad that I did. Although, yes, it may not be quite as good as I was hoping, we got there in the end. Guys, please lie to me in the comments and tell me that looks good. Because, oh my god, that was not fun. If you are thinking about making one of these, please reconsider. That was actually so stressful. And the fact that I have to do another one makes me sad. I've still got a bunch of it left. Maybe this is not the best material for winding around because we did have a few breakages. I'm going to see what wisteria vine I've got, and maybe I'll do a mixture of both for the other one over there. Also, obviously the bits of bamboo need trimming, but I'm scared that if I do that it's all going to pop off like and come loose, which maybe that's not a bad thing because it looks awful. Even like, that is not a good circle. That is not a round circle. Anyway, I'm gonna like tie it all together a bit and I'll cut it off later because I don't even want it. And yeah, let's start on this one. weather is so lovely today. It's so nice being outside in the garden. I've just finished off the bamboo planters and they look fine. They look okay, I don't know. Not sure if it was worth doing or not, but never mind, it's done now. Hopefully when there's loads of flowers and everything growing around it, it will look a lot nicer, but yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, Fergal has gone to the shops and he's going to get me some compost, so we're about to fill them up and I'll at least plant out the rhubarb today and hopefully it will thrive out here. And I'm going to have some lunch, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, it's a few hours later. I've had some lunch, done some work in the office, and Fergal's back and he got me some compost, and he also just trimmed like the tops of the bamboo for me, and I don't hate them anymore, they're fine. I don't mind them that much. Hopefully when I've got asparagus and rhubarb in, I will absolutely love them because we'll be getting veg. Obviously with the asparagus, I know probably not for like 3 or 4 years, but when it does happen, I will be very, very excited. And I'm also gonna try and fill up my flower bed as well. Okay, I added 2 more bags of compost to this and we haven't even done 1 full layer yet. I am going to need so much more compost. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the whole reason that I did this, let's plant this out. Also, I've decided that I want my rhubarb to go in this one purely because the circle isn't as good, so that when the leaves are kind of like hopefully covering this, you won't be able to tell so much, whereas the one over there, I've done a better circle, so I don't mind just the little shoots of asparagus coming up, like, and the fact you can see the circle is fine because it's an okay circle, whereas this is kind of a bit, but it's a bad circle. Yeah, that's my reasoning for that. I'm doing there, but hopefully that's okay, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, while I'm out here, another thing that I'm going to do is sow our cosmos seeds. You actually get 150 seeds in here, and this cost me 99p. So I think I'm going to sow quite a few. I was looking on TikTok, as you do, to see how other people do it, and they generally like to use like a little pot like this and do 2 seeds per pot. I'm thinking that this is going to be one of my main cutting flowers in my bed, but I know that they can get quite big, so maybe I'll do 2 or 3 of these and I'll do 2 seeds per module. But yeah, let's do that. I have a little bit of this compost left, so I'm literally just going to throw this in. Perfect, that'll do. So I'll just do this. So like I said, I'm just going to do 2 per module, and hopefully some of them will germinate and we'll have a bunch of cosmos, but if only a few of them do, that's absolutely fine. And I got a mixed variety, so hopefully I'll be getting some different colours. Obviously I probably won't know what colour they are until I put them in, but hopefully we'll get a good mix. It'd be interesting actually to see how these do, because this compost that Pergola got is probably one of the cheapest compost you can get. It's literally from Aldi and it was like £3.50 for I think 40 litres, so it was very cheap. So we shall see if it's any good or not, but yeah, I'm gonna sow a bunch just in case. I'm still trying to figure out what cut flowers I want. Unfortunately, I feel like I've missed the season for tulips. Tulips are my absolute favourite flower, so I cannot believe I don't have any in my garden. I really am going to go heavy on tulip bulbs this year in the autumn, and I just want to have so many. And obviously I want to get the perennial ones, they just come up again and again. But yeah, definitely need to get on that at the end of the year. Okay, now that I've sown them, I'm going to give them a very light watering, and these trays actually come with, God, I'm making a mess, a little roof, and I saw online that people were saying that these seeds like to be warm to germinate, so I might bring one inside and leave one out here, but with this on, and we'll see how it goes. Because I don't want to be bringing all my seeds inside, because I'm not going to have any room to do anything, because we're going to be sowing a lot more seeds soon. But yes, it is getting warmer. Spring is on its way, so hopefully these will be okay out here, but we'll see. Okay, I will leave these two in here, and I'll bring this one inside with me, and I'll see whether it does a lot better or not. But obviously my spring onions have done quite well, and they've just been in the greenhouse. Can't really say the same about those ones, let's forget about them. But yes, I think I'm going to help Pergola do some painting now. But yeah, the pergola painting continues. We are getting there with it. I really want to get it done by this weekend so we can start building. But it basically depends on the weather. Like today, obviously, we've both been doing other stuff. And actually, we ran out of paint. So that's why I didn't do any painting this morning. I had to go and get some. So we're going to do a little bit of that now. And then I think I'm going to get my cozies on and do some reading. Something that I'm very much trying to do whenever I'm in the greenhouse is tidy up after myself when I'm finished in here. So put everything back where it should be and even wipe up all of the dirt and stuff, because it does not take a lot for this to get messy. Oh, and while we're out here, let's feed the fish. Good evening, guys. We did a little bit of painting. I didn't really film much, but I have since had a shower because I was covered in paint. It's about 6 o'clock now, and we normally start cooking dinner at 7, so I've got an hour to kill. And instead of scrolling on my phone, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read. I was reading Jilly Cooper, but I think I'm going to take a bit of a break from it. I was enjoying it, like it was fine, but it wasn't the sort of book where I wanted to actually, like I was thinking about it a lot, and I was like, oh, I'm really eager to read more of that. And I'm in a bit of a reading slump at the moment, and I don't want to be. I want to be excited to read. So I just had a look around the house, and I have basically picked up a bunch of books that I'm actually pretty eager to read. And I think this will hopefully help me get out of a reading slump. So let me show you the books that I'm hopefully going to be reading. I'm just going to pick a random one, something that is probably the easiest and most enjoyable. But yeah, let me show you what we've got. These are all pretty much from charity shop. I'm pretty sure every single one of these I picked up in charity shop. Oh, apart from one, which I did get for Christmas. So obviously got the Thursday Murder Club. I think I might read that one actually. That would be quite a good one to start with. I've got Atonement, which is a little bit more on the heavy side, but I love the film and I've always wanted to read the book, so I think this will be really good. One Day, again, love the film and the series of this, so I'm excited to read it. Okay, this is the one that Phil got me for Christmas. He actually got me all 3 of the books. The Summer I Turned Pretty. Obviously, really enjoyed the series. Controversial. I didn't particularly like either of the boys that she ended up with. Obviously, she had to get one of them, and I didn't really mind which one, but I was just like, go with the French guy. He's not problematic. Be with him instead. But yes, I got that. So that would probably be quite an easy one. Maybe we'll read that. The last time I went to charity shop, I actually picked this up, Eat, Pray, Love. So maybe give that a go. And Me Before You. So all very much similar rom-com-y vibes, apart from the Thursday Murder Club. So out of all of them, I think I'm going to read this one because surely this is going to be a page turner. It's a murder mystery. And the last book that I really enjoyed was, I can't remember what it was called. If I do remember, I'll write it down here. But it was a bit of a mystery book and I did really like it. So hopefully this has a similar sort of vibe. But yeah, let's do some reading. Okay guys, I actually read for so long that my camera ran out of battery and turned itself off, which I did not notice. I've read some more since this little reading session and I'm really enjoying the book so far. I know it's quite a popular one, but if you haven't already picked it up, then I would definitely recommend it if you're after a super easy murder mystery book. Okay, I've been reading for a good chunk of time and I'm actually at chapter 24 and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really glad I decided to stop the Jilly Cooper because I wasn't that into it and pick up something to get me out of this slump, because it's definitely done it already. I'm already excited to pick this up again, but reading makes me sleepy, so I'm getting tired. And I think me and Pergola are going to be having a little bit of a date night tonight. So we're going to cook dinner together and maybe have like a glass of wine or maybe do some cocktails or something. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. Also, something else I really like about this book, which is like a thumbs up from me for books in general, is it has short chapters. Because if I'm reading at night time, I'm going to try and get a couple chapters in before I'm falling asleep. And if I can think to myself, well, I'm just going to read a chapter or two because I know these chapters are short, then that's amazing. I really like short chapters. If a book doesn't have chapters at all, I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. It's just like a pet peeve. But yes, enjoying this so far. I'll let you know how I'm getting on in the next video. But yes, I think I'm going to end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video wasn't too boring or anything. And I'm glad we managed to get the rhubarb out. Hopefully the asparagus will be going out soon too. And hopefully in 4 years' time, I will be having dinner with some homegrown asparagus. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, I'd absolutely love it if you subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And I'll see you next week. Bye guys.